Good day, everyone, especially to you, Sir K. So before we proceed, please allow us to introduce ourselves first. By the way, I am Mark David Barrita.
I am Jenick Olasiman.
So our topic for today is all about power and time management. Let's begin first with introduction. So time is one of our most valuable resources. Yet, it is also one of the easiest to waste. In both personal and professional life, effective time management plays a crucial role in achieving success and productivity. However, managing time is not just about creating schedules. It's also about having the power to prioritize tasks, stay disciplined, and make strategic decisions that lead to efficiency. In this report, we will explore the significance of power and time management, discussing case strategies to maximize productivity, minimize stress, and make the most of every moment. By understanding how to balance responsibilities and take control of our time, we can improve our performance and overall well-being. So the next slide is what is power management? So when we say power management, it is efficient use of personal energy and influence to achieve goals. So means that power and time management involve using your strength, authority, and resources wisely to accomplish what you need to do. So it's not just about working hard, but working smart. Making decisions that help you get things done without wasting time or effort. So let's go deeper into each one. Let's begin first with personal energy. So when we say personal energy, it refers to your physical, mental, and emotional strength. So if you don't manage your energy well, for example, by overworking and not taking breaks, you might get tired and less productive. So next is influence. Means your ability to guide or inspire others to help you reach a goal. So instead of doing everything alone, you can use your position, skills, or relationships to motivate people to work efficiently. And last, achieve goals. Means reaching a target, whether it's finishing a project in time, leading a team, or simply managing daily tasks effectively. So for example, a manager delegating tasks to maximize efficiency means that instead of doing all the work alone, a manager assigns specific tasks to employees based on their skills. This saves time and energy while ensuring that the work is done correctly and on time. So next slide is types of power. So there are two types of power, personal and positional power. So power comes in different forms. Some people have power because of their skills and abilities. That's called personal power. So while others have power because of their position or role, that's called positional power. So let's begin first with the personal powers. So this type of power comes from what you know and what you can do, not from any title or position. It includes first is skills. So skills is the abilities you have like problem solving, leadership, or communication. Next is knowledge. So the information and experience you gain over time that helps you make smart decisions. Last is confidence. So the belief in yourself that allows you to take action and influence others. For example, a highly skilled software developer in a company has no leadership title, but because of their expertise, people respect them and listen to their advice. Their power comes from their knowledge and abilities, not their position. So number two, possessional power or authority from a rule or title. So this type of power comes from a job title or official position. People listen to you because of the authority that comes with your rule. For example, a CEO or chief executive officer has possessional power because they are the head of the company. Even if they don't have technical skills, employees still follow their decisions because of their position in the company. So comparing the two CEO versus skilled employee example, so a CEO has a positional power because they hold the highest position in the company. Employees must follow their orders because of their authority. So a skilled employee has personal power because of their expertise and experience, even without a higher ranking position. Their knowledge makes them valuable and respected. So why does this matter? People with personal power can still be influential even without a leadership title. If you have skills and knowledge, others will respect and follow you. So people with possessional power might struggle if they don't have the right skills or knowledge. A boss without leadership or problem-solving skills may lose respect. The most successful leaders combine both. They have possessional power from the rule and personal power from their skills and experience. So next slide is strategies for effective power management. So when managing power and time, three important skills come into play. First is delegation. Second is decision making. Third is leadership. Now let's go deeper into each one. So let's begin first with delegation or sharing responsibilities. So delegation means giving tasks to others instead of doing everything yourself. A good leader trusts their team and assigns tasks based on each member's strengths. They save time and allow the leader to focus on more important responsibilities. For example, imagine you are the leader of a school project. Instead of doing all the research, writing, and presentation yourself, you delegate tasks. One classmate researches, another writes the report, another prepares the slides. You bring everything together. This way, the work gets done faster and more efficiently because everyone has a role. Number two, decision making or choosing the best option. So decision making is about analyzing different choices and picking the best one. So a leader must think carefully, gather facts, and sometimes make tough choices. For example, imagine your team has only 2 days to finish a project. You have two choices. First is rush the work alone and risk making mistakes. Second, ask your teammates for help and finish on time with better quality. So a good leader makes the smarter choice, delegating the work to teammates for better results. So number three, leadership, inspiring and guiding a team. So leadership is more than just giving orders. It's about motivating and supporting your team. So a strong leader listens, helps solve problems, and encourages teamwork. For example, a team leader empowering members. A good team leader doesn't just assign tasks, but also makes sure everyone feels valued and motivated. If a teammate is struggling, they offer guidance. If, there con- if there's a conflict, they resolve it fairly. If someone does a great job, they give credit and encouragement. So a bad leader, on the other hand, just bosses people around without listening or helping. So bring it all together. A great leader uses all three skills: delegation, or assigning tasks effectively, decision making, or making smart choices, leadership, motivating and guiding the team. So when done well, this leads to a productive team, better results, and less stress for everyone. So next slide is what is time management. So time management means using your time wisely so you can get more done without feeling overwhelmed. It's about balancing responsibilities and free time so that you stay productive without burning out. So breaking down the definition, so organizing time. This means structuring your day by setting priorities. Instead of doing things randomly, you plan when and how you will complete tasks. Planning time. This involves setting schedules, deadlines, and goals so you don't waste time. A good plan helps you stay on track and avoid last minute stress. Maximizing productivity. This means doing more in less time by eliminating distractions, focusing on priorities, and using your energy efficiently. So why is time management important? First is to prevent stress. So you won't panic over deadlines. Second, improves productivity. You get more done in less time. And third, gives work-life balance. You can study and still have time. So next slide is benefits of time management. Why it matters. So time management isn't just about planning your schedule. It has real benefits that make life easier and more successful. So when you manage your time well, you experience first increased productivity. Second, reduce stress. Third, better work-life balance. So let's go deeper into each one. So let's begin first with increased productivity or getting more done efficiently. So productivity means finishing your task quickly and correctly without wasting time. Instead of spending 5 hours doing something that could take 2 hours, smart time management helps you focus and work faster. For example, a student has a research paper due in 1 week. So without time management, they procrastinate and do everything that night before, feeling exhausted and delivering low quality work. With time management, they start early, work in small parts daily, and finish ahead of time with a great result. So the result is they complete their work faster and better than if they had a rush. Second is reduce stress, no more last minute panic. So poor time management leads to cramming, rushing, and sleepless nights before deadlines. Good time management breaks big tasks into smaller, manageable pieces so you don't feel overwhelmed. So for example, imagine you have 3 exams in 1 week. Bad time management, you don't study early, so you pull an all-nighter before each test, feeling exhausted and anxious. So good time management, you create a study plan, review a little each day, and get enough sleep before the exams. So the result, you feel calm and confident instead of stress. So third is better work-life balance or making time for both work and fun. So life isn't just about work. You also need time to relax, socialize, and do what you enjoy. So good time management ensures you finish your work without sacrificing your personal life. For example, meeting deadlines without burnout. So a working student has to study for exams, work a part-time job, spend time with family and friends. So without time management, they might struggle to keep up and feel exhausted. But with good planning, they can study efficiently by setting specific study hours, manage work checks while still having free time, schedule time to relax without missing deadlines. So the result is they succeed in both school and personal life without feeling overwhelmed. So the big picture, so when you manage your time well, you get more done or increase productivity, feel less stress or reduce stress, enjoy life without neglecting responsibilities, or better work-life balance. So that's why time management is a superpower for success. So the next slide is key time management techniques. So to manage time well, you need two key strategies. First is prioritization, second is scheduling. So prioritization or deciding which tasks are most important. Scheduling is organizing tasks into a set plan to complete them efficiently. So let's begin first with the prioritization. So using the Eisenhower matrix, prioritization means figuring out which tasks need attention first and which can be postponed or eliminated. So a great tool for this is the Eisenhower matrix. So a method used to separate tasks into four categories: urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, not urgent and not important. Example of prioritization using the Eisenhower matrix. So imagine it's Monday morning and you have this task. So a project deadline at 5 p.m. today, urgent and important. Studying for an exam next week, not urgent but important. Replying to random messages in a group chat, urgent but not important. Scrolling social media for fun, not urgent and not important. So using the Eisenhower matrix, you would immediately work on the project, urgent and important. Schedule study time for later, not urgent but important. Ignore or delegate group chat messages, urgent but not important. Eliminate unnecessary social media scrolling, not urgent and not important. So the result, you stay focused on what truly matters instead of wasting time. So second is scheduling using time blocking. Once you know your priorities, the next step is scheduling tasks properly. So a great method for this is time blocking. It's a system where you divide your day into blocks of time, each assigned to a specific task. So example of scheduling using time blocking. Let's say you're a student with this task. Study for an exam, attend classes, do homework, have fun and relax. First, you might time block your day. So time 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So task, morning routine and breakfast. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. task, attend classes. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. task, lunch and break. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. task, study for exams. 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. homework, task, homework and assignments. So 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. task, free time or hobbies, exercise, gaming or etc. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. task, dinner with family. 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. task, review class lessons. 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. task, relax or watch a movie. 10 p.m. sleep. So the result, by using time blocks, you complete important tasks without sacrificing personal time. So real life example, a daily planner for tasks. If you struggle with time management, a daily planner helps by combining prioritization or Eisenhower matrix and scheduling or time blocking. So step 1, write down everything you need to do. Step 2, use the Eisenhower matrix to decide what to do first. Step 3, use time blocking to schedule each task. So the final result, instead of feeling overwhelmed, you have a clear plan to follow, making your day more productive and less stressful. So final takeaway, why this matters. Prioritization or Eisenhower matrix help you focus on what really matters instead of wasting time. Scheduling using time blocking ensures you have dedicated time for each task, reducing stress. So a daily planner combines both techniques to keep you organized and productive. So next slide is the Eisenhower matrix. So urgent versus important task. So many people confuse urgency with importance, but they are very different. Urgent tasks, things that need immediate attention, usually with deadlines. If not done quickly, there may be consequences. So important tasks, things that help achieve long-term goals, they may not be urgent, but they have a big impact on success. The mistake most people make, they spend too much time on urgent tasks instead of reusing on what truly matters. So this makes them feel busy but not productive. because they keep reaching to problems instead of planning ahead. So the Eisenhower matrix, four quadrants to manage tasks. To organize tasks better, we use the Eisenhower matrix, which divides tasks into four quadrants. So quadrant 1, do it now. Quadrant 2, schedule it. Quadrant 3, delegate it. Quadrant 4, eliminate it. So breaking down the quadrants with examples. Quadrant 1, do it none, urgent and important. So these are crisis tasks that need immediate attention because they affect your goals. If ignored, they could cause serious problems. For example, failing a class or missing a deadline. So solution. Focus on these tasks first and complete them immediately. So quadrant 2. Schedule it, not urgent but important. So these tasks are important for long-term success, but they don't need to be done right away. So most people ignore this quadrant, which leads to last-minute stress. So for example, studying for an exam next week. If ignored, it becomes urgent later. Exercising and staying healthy. Learning new skills, for example, improving public speaking or coding. Solution. Schedule these tasks in advance so they don't turn into emergencies later. So quadrant 3, delegate it. Urgent but not important. So these tasks seem urgent but they don't really require your direct attention. If possible, ask someone else to handle them so you can focus on more important work. Example, answering non-essential emails, doing routine paperwork, tasks that others can do instead of you. For example, asking a classmate to take notes for you. To solution, delegate this task to someone else if possible. Quadrant 4, eliminate it, not urgent and not important. So these tasks waste time and provide no real benefit. If you spend too much time here, you'll struggle to complete important work. For example, scrolling social media for hours, watching too much Netflix or gaming instead of working. So chatting endlessly about unimportant things. Solution: reduce or eliminate these distractions to free up time for meaningful work. Example: handling emails efficiently using the Eisenhower matrix. Let's say you receive many emails during the day. Instead of answering them randomly, you can sort them into quadrants. So type of email, so urgent work, email from your boss, invitation to an event, next month, next month, then routine school updates, spam or randomly promotions. So quadrant 1, do it. Quadrant 2, schedule it. Quadrant 3, delegate it. Quadrant 4, eliminate it. So action, reply immediately, plan a response later, ask a classmate to summarize them, then delete it. So result, you handle important emails first, schedule the non-urgent ones, delegate minor ones, and delete useless ones, saving time and reduce stress. So final takeaway, why this matters. Understanding urgent versus important helps you stop wasting time on unnecessary tasks. Using the Eisenhower matrix makes it easier to focus on what truly matters. Sorting tasks into four quadrants improves productivity and reduces stress. When you manage tasks wisely, use work smarter, not harder. So next slide is the Pomodoro technique, working in 25 minutes intervals. So the Pomodoro technique is a time management method that helps people work more efficiently by using short, focused work sessions followed by small breaks. So why 25 minutes? Studies show that our brains work best when we focus for a short time and then rest. If we work for too long without breaks, we lose concentration and become exhausted. So how it works? The 5 steps of the Pomodoro technique. First is pick a task to work on. For example, writing an essay, studying for a test, or coding a project. Second, set a timer for 25 minutes. So this is called one Pomodoro session. Third, work intensely for 25 minutes. No distractions, no checking your phone, just pure focus. 4. Take a 5-minute break. Stand up, stretch, grab water, or relax. Step 5. Repeat the cycle 4 times. Then take a longer 15 to 30-minute break before continuing. So why it works? The science behind it increases focus. You train your brain to focus deeply for short periods, prevents fatigue. Breaks help refresh your mind, preventing burnout, boosts productivity. You get more done in less time by eliminating distractions. So, example: a writing complete a writer completing a draft in short sprints. So imagine a writer working in a 1,000 word article. If they try to write the whole thing in one sitting, they might lose focus after 30 minutes, feel tired and distracted, struggle to finish because they are mentally drained. But if they use the Pomodoro technique, Pomodoro 1, 25 minutes, write the introduction. Break 5 minutes, stretch and grab a drink. Pomodoro 2, 25 minutes, write the main body. So next is break 5 minutes, relax for a moment. Pomodoro 3, 25 minutes, finish the article and eat it. So break 5 minutes, celebrate progress. So the result, the writing completes the drives efficiently without feeling exhausted. So final takeaway, why you should use it. If you struggle with distractions, or Pomodoro keeps you on track. So if you feel exhausted after long study or work sessions, short breaks prevent burnout. So if you want to be more productive, it helps you accomplish tasks faster and smarter.
The next slide is the 80 over 20 rule Pareto principle. 80% of the results come from 20% of effort. Focus on high impact tasks. Example, prioritizing top client in business. So, the 80 over 20 rule, Pareto principle, maximizing result with less effort. The 80 over 20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, is a strategy that helps people focus on the most important tasks that bring the biggest role. What does 80 over 20 mean? The rule states that 80% of the results come from just 20% of effort. The remaining 80% of effort only produces 20% of result. In simple terms, most of what we do doesn't give us big result, but a small portion of our effort makes a huge difference. Example 1. Studying for exams. 80% of your exam score come from just 20% of the most important topics. If you if you focus on the right materials, you can study smarter, not harder. Example 2. Business client. 80% of company profit usually come from just 20% of the best efforts. Is smart businesses prioritize those clients instead of wasting time on low value customers. Next, how to apply the 80-20 rule. First, identify high impact tasks. High impact tasks figure out which 20% of tasks bring the most result. 2. Eliminate or maximize low value work. Stop wasting time on things that don't matter. 3. Focus energy on what works. Spend more effort on the small tasks that bring the biggest reward. The next is example prioritizing top clients in business. Imagine a store owner who has 100 customers. 20 of those customers spend the most money. The other 80 customers buy very little. If the store owner focuses on the top 20% of customers, they can offer special discount to VIP clients, provide better service to keep them coming back, increase profit without extra effort. Result by focusing on favor but more value customer, the business makes more money without working harder. Final takeaway. Why this role is powerful. It helps you focus on the tasks that truly matter. It saves time and effort by eliminating low value work. It makes studying, working, and decision making more efficient. Slide is time blocking strategy. Time blocking strategy assigns specific tasks to dedicate time slots. Help avoid distractions. Example, reserving mornings for deep works. Time blocking, assigning specific tasks to dedicate time slots. Time blocking is a powerful time management method where you schedule your tasks into specific time slot to stay focused and avoid directions. Why time blocking works? Many people struggle with productivity because they consistently switch between tasks, get distracted by social media emails or random interruptions, feel overwhelmed with too many things to do but no clear plan. Time blocking solves this by giving each task a set time so you can focus on one thing at a time. How to use time blocking in 3 steps. Number 1, list your task. Identify what you need to do for the day. Number 2, assign time blocks. Set a specific time for each task. Number 3, stick to the schedule. Focus only on that task during its time slot. Example, reserving mornings for deep work. Imagine you are a student working on an important research papers without time blocking. You might write for 10 minutes time, then check your phone. Get distracted by message and lose focus. Take hours to finish a task that should take much less time. But with a time blocking, your schedule could look like this. Time slot 8 to 10 a.m. task deep work writing research paper. 10 to 10:30 a.m. break relay grab a snack. 10:30 to 12 p.m. review class note. 12 p.m. 12 to 1 p.m. lunch and free time. 1 to 3 p.m. group study session. 3 to 4:30 p.m. work and assignment. 4:30 and 6 p.m. exercise or hobbies. So result, you finish important work without distraction. You know exactly what to focus on at any given time. Next, get more done in less time with fewer distraction. Final takeaway, why time blocking is useful. Number 1, prevents procrastination by setting clear works periods. Next, eliminates distraction by focus on one task at a time. Third, increase productivity because tasks have a set time limit. The next slide, the next slide is avoid procrastination. Identify reasons, fear, boredom, perfectionism. Use the 2-minute rule. Example, starting a report by writing the first sentence. Overcoming procrastination, understanding the cost, and the 2-minute rule. Procrastination happens when we delay doing important tasks even when we know we should be working on them. To beat procrastination, we need to understand why it happened and use simple strategies to start working. Why do we procrastination? Have 3 reasons. Number 1, fear. Some tasks feel overwhelming so we avoid them. Example, avoiding a big research paper because you're afraid it will be too hard. Number 2, boredom. We procrastinate when tasks feel unexciting or repetitive. Example, putting off reading a textbook because it seems dull. Number 3, perfectionism. Some people delay tasks because they want everything to be perfect. Example, not starting a project because you think your ideas aren't good enough. Solutions. Instead of writing a motivation, use the 2-minute rule to start small. The 2-minute rule, a simple trick to beat procrastination. The idea, if a task feels too big, start by working on it just 2 minutes. Why it works? Why it works once you start it easier to keep going. Example, writing a report. Instead of saying, I haven't I have to finish my role report today. Start with, I will just write the first sentence. Once you write the one sentence, your brains get into work mode and you will likely continue. Example, studying for an exam. Instead of saying I need to study for 3 hours, start with, I will read I will review just one page. After reading one page, it's easier to keep going. Result, you trick your brain into starting and the small action leads to momentum. Final takeaway. Why this works breaks the cycle of procrastination. Getting started in the hardest part overcomes fear and perfectionism. You don't have to be perfect, just begin. Turns big tasks into small, easy steps. Making progress is better than waiting for motivation. So the next slide is the importance of breaks. Prevent burnout. Boost creativity and focus. Example, taking a walk after long meetings. The power of taking breaks, preventing burnout, and boosting creativity. Many people believe that working longer means getting more done, but that's not true. Our brain needs breaks to stay productive, creative, and focused. Why are breaks important? Number one, prevent burnout. If you work too long without rest, you will feel exhausted, stressed, and unmotivated. Number two, boost creativity. When you take breaks, your brain gets a chance to relax and process new ideas. Number three, increase focus. Short break reset your concentration so you can stay productive for longer. How to take effective breaks? Follow follow 90-minute rule. For 90 minutes, then take a 10 to 15 minute break. Use the Pomodoro technique. Works for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Move your body. Walking, stretching, or even standing up improves focus. Example, taking a walk after a long meeting. Imagine you've just sat through a 2 hours meeting or class. Your mind feels tired and you struggle to focus. Instead of jumping into another task, you take a 10 minutes walk outside. When you return, your brain is refreshed and you can focus better. Final takeaway. You should take breaks. Number 1. Avoid burnout so you don't feel mentally exhausted. Number 2. Boost creativity by giving your brain time to process ideas. Number 3. Progress focus so you can get more done in less time. The next slide is power and time management and leadership. Balancing authority with efficiency. Setting clear goals and deadlines. Example, a project manager leading a team effectively. Balancing authority with efficient leading with clear goals and deadlines. A good leader doesn't just give orders. They balance authority with efficiency to ensure their teams work smoothly and productively. This means using authority wisely. A leader must give direction and make decisions, but they should also listen to their teams. Number 2, focusing on efficiency. Instead of micromanaging, leaders should create a system where tasks get done smoothly and on time. Number 3, setting clear goals and deadline. A team works best when they know exactly what to do and when it's done. Why are goals and deadlines important? Without goals, people feel confused and don't know what to prioritize. Without deadlines, tasks take longer than necessary because there is no pressure to finish them. It's like a sport game. Players needs to clear goal winning the match. They need a deadline 90 minutes to play and score. If there's no goal or time limit, the game would be pointless or unorganized. Example, a project manager leading a team effectively. Imagine a project manager is leading a team to develop a new website. They set a clear goal, the website must be ready in 3 minutes. They balance authority and efficiency. They give instruction but also trust the team to work independently. They check progress but don't micromanage every details. Result, the team stay on track, avoids delay, and completes the project successfully. Final takeaway, how to lead efficiently. Be clear about goals so your team knows what success look like. Set deadline to keep everyone accountable and avoid delays. Use authority wisely, lead with guidance, not just control. Slide is power and time management in workplace. Effective delegation, meeting deadlines without micromanagement. Example, a supervisor trusting employees to complete tasks. Effective delegation, meeting deadlines without micromanagement. Delegation means assign tasks to others so that work gets done more effectively. A good leader doesn't try to do everything alone. Instead, they trust their team to handle responsibilities. Why is delegation important? First, saves time. A leader who tries to do everything will get overwhelmed. Delegation allows work to do faster. Number two, build team trust. When a leader trusts their team and employees feel valued and motivated. Number three, increases productivity. If the right person handles the right task, works get done more effectively. The problem with micromanagement is when a leader controls every small details on a task instead of trusting employees. This leads to delays because the leader is too involved, stress because employees feel they are interested, low motivated because the workers feel like they have no freedom. Example, a supervisor trusting employees to create tasks. Imagine a supervisor at a marketing company managing a big advertising campaign. For delegation micromanaging, a supervisor tries to do everything themselves. They constantly check on employees, making them feel pressured. The project gets delayed because they don't trust other work independently. Effective delegation, good leadership. The supervisor assigns specific tasks to each employee. They give clear instruction and deadlines to step back. They check progress to key points but don't interfere too much. The project is complete on time and the team feel confident. Final takeaway, how to delegate effectively. Assign tasks to the right people based on their skills. Set clear expectations but don't control every small details. Trust employees to create their work. Check progress but don't micromanage. Next slide is tool for effective management. Digital calendars, Google Calendar, Outlook. Task Manager, Trello Asana. Example, using reminder for key deadlines. Using digital tools for time management, staying organized and meeting deadlines. Managing time effectively is easier with digital tools like calendars and task manager. These tools help you stay organized, keep track on task, meetings, and deadlines. Saves time. Avoid forgetting important dates or scrambling at the last minute. Increase productivity. Work smarter by planning your day effectively. Digital calendars, Google Calendar, Outlook, and etc. What does they do? Allows you to schedule events, meetings, and deadlines in one place. Send Send reminders and notifications so you don't forget important tasks. Help you plan your day, week, and month in advance. Example using a digital calendar for exam. You enter your exam dates into Google Calendar. You set a reminder 1 week before so you don't cram at the last minute. You block time for studying session each day before the test. Task managers, Trello, Asana, and etc. What they do? Help you list and organize tasks for work, school, and projects. Let your set prioritize you focus on what matter most. Allow teams collaboration great for group project. Example of using Trello for school project. You create a to-do list on your team. Each person gets assigned task. Example, one writes, another edits. A deadline is set for each step and everyone can track progress. Number 3. Example using reminder for key deadlines. Imagine you're a student with multiple assignment. Without reminder, you forgot deadlines and rush at the time minute. With reminder, you get notified about the due dates and finish early. How to set up reminder effectively? Add tasks to Google Calendar or a task manager. Set notification 1 day before or 1 hour before. Break, break tasks into smaller steps. Example, research draft, final edit. Final takeaway. Why use digital tools? Helps you remember deadlines so you don't forget important tasks. Keep you organized by structuring your work efficiently. Save time and reduces stress by preventing last-minute panic. Overcoming common challenges. Time, waster, social media, distraction, power struggle, and teamwork. Example, setting clear boundaries for meetings. Avoiding time waster and struggles in teamwork. Managing time effectively isn't just about planning. It's also about avoiding distraction and handling conflict that slow down productivity. Two major challenging in teamwork are time waster, things that take up time without adding value. Example, distractions like social media, long meetings, or unnecessary tasks. Number 2, power struggles. When team members compete for control instead of working together, if these problems aren't handled properly, teamwork suffers, deadlines are missed, and productivity drops. 1. Time wasters. How distractions kills productivity. Examples of time wasters in work or school. Social media and phone notification. Checking message every few minutes ruin focus. Unnecessarily meetings. If meetings lack of purpose, they waste everyone's time. Multitasking. Trying to do many things at once lead to poor results. Solution. Set clear boundaries. Limit distraction. Use do not disturb mode on your phone while working. Use time management techniques. Try Pomodoro. 25 minutes of focus work, 5 minutes break. Set meeting rule. Only hold meeting when necessary and keep them short. Example, setting boundaries for meeting. Instead of a long and structured meeting, a manager set a 30-minute limit with a clear agenda. Everyone stick up to the topic and decisions are made quickly. Result, no waste time, everyone get back to work faster. 2. Power struggles when teamwork become a battle. What causes power struggles? Some people want control. One person tries to dominate decisions. Disagreement overall. Team members argue about responsibilities. Lack of leadership. If no one is in charge, chaos happens. Solution, define clear role and responsibilities. Assign role at the start. Make sure everyone knows their job. Encourage teamwork, not competition. Remind the team that success is shared. Have a leader or mediator. If conflicts arise, someone should step in to resolve them. Example, preventing power struggles in a group project. At the start, the group divide tasks fairly. Example, one person writes, another does research. A team leader makes sure everyone's opinion are heard. If disagreement happen, the leader help find a solution quickly. Final takeaway: how to stay focused and avoid conflict. Minimize distraction to improve focus and efficiently. Set meeting boundaries to avoid wasting time. Define role clearly so teamwork runs smoothly. So the next slide, summary and key takeaways. Power and time management lead to success. Techniques and strategies for efficiency. Example, professional achieving career goals. Power and time management, the key to success. Success doesn't just happen by luck. It comes from managing time wisely and using power effectively. People who succeed in their careers, business, or studies do so because they know how to manage their time. They prioritize important tasks and avoid distraction. Use their power efficiently. They make decisions, delegate work, and lead teams effectively. Number 1. How time management led to success. If you don't manage time well, you miss deadline. You feel stressed and overwhelmed. You work hard but don't see the result. If you manage the time well, you complete tasks efficiently, you reduce stress and stay focused, you achieve your goals faster. Example, a student preparing for exam. A student who wastes time, procrastinates, cramps at the last minute, and scores low. A student who plans their study time in advance, follow a schedule, and stays disciplined perform better and succeed. Number 2, how power management lead to success. If you don't use power effectively, you struggle to lead or make decisions. You try to do everything alone instead of delegating. You lose control over your task and team. If you use power wisely, you lead with confidence and inspire others. You delegate tasks instead of overwhelming yourself. You make smart decisions that help you succeed. Example, a manager leading a company. A bad manager tries to control everything and doesn't trust employees. The company fails. A good manager delegates tasks, set clear goals, and lead to the with authority. The company grows and succeeds. Listen. Power must be used to guide, not control. Leader trust their team and focus on big picture goals. Number 3, example, a professional achieving career goals. Imagine a business professional aiming to get promoted. Without power and time management, they waste time on an important task. They struggle to lead and take initiative. Their work lack importance so stay stuck in the same position. With power and time management, they set career goals and create a timeline. They prioritize high-impact tasks that get noticed. They lead projects effectively and earn the respect of their team. Their bosses, their value to get promoted. Final takeaway why power and management matters. Time management productivity. You get more done in less time. Time management leadership. You make smart decisions and lead effectively. Both together, success. Whether in school, business, or life, managing power and time help you reach your goal faster.
So our quote for today, don't be busy.
Be productive. That's all for today.
Thank you for listening
Your time
and attention.